Good morning. This is Focus on South Texas. Thank you for joining us. Over 100 authors from South Texas and across the country will be here on April 12th for the 13th annual San Antonio Book Festival. This is a chance to celebrate the written word and the sharing of literary culture. And here to tell us more is Dobben, the San Antonio Book Festival literary director and author, Cynthia Pelayo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us, Melissa. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Well, Anna, first off, tell us about the mission of the book festival. Why is it important for San Antonio to have an event like this?
Yeah, the mission of the San Antonio Book Festival, it's a party for pages on Saturday, April 12th, and it's a chance for readers and writers to connect in person and to celebrate ideas, books, libraries, and reading culture. It's our 13th annual book festival, and it is completely free. It is a gift to the people of San Antonio, and it's full of author panel discussions, book sales, book signings, a festival marketplace full of local businesses, and it's got activities for children and teens and the best food trucks in San Antonio.
Sounds like an amazing experience. And speaking of the author, Cynthia, you are coming down from Chicago to share your book with us. So tell us about what it means to be part of the festival this year and a little bit about your book.
Sure. Well, I'm very honored to be invited to the festival. It is one of the premier literary festivals in the area. It brings together a host of wonderful authors, and the community in San Antonio is just wonderful. I've been there before, so not at the festival, but in the community. I'm super excited to be attending as an author. And in terms of my book, the new book that I just released from Thomas and Mercer is titled Vanishing Daughters. It is a thriller and horror blend, and it follows journalist Briar Thorne as she gets a little too close to a serial killer, and she has to stop him before he gets her.
Wow, that sounds like a fascinating read, something that you don't want to put down. You know, you want to read it till the end, like in one day. And Anna, there are authors from San Antonio, Texas, and across the country. Can you tell us about some of the authors that attendees are looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, I'm really excited that Layla Lalamy is joining us. Her new book is called The Dream Hotel. She is a Pulitzer Prize winning author, an award-winning author, and her new book imagines a future where our phones are even listening in on our dreams. It's very, you cannot put it down. We're also featuring dozens and dozens of authors from South Texas and from Texas generally. My favorite nonfiction book that's joining us is Texas, An American History. And it's all about the Lone Star State and its cultural impact on both the United States and the world. And it goes beyond all of the normal facts about Texas and really digs into, stuff about the Dallas Cowboys, the impact of HEB, and just so much more. So there's a book for everybody at the book festival.
I love it. And Cynthia, tell us about what you are looking forward to the most at this year's festival.
I'm always looking forward to meeting new readers. I love also meeting the diverse landscape of authors that the festival brings together. So it's even as a writer myself, I'm always excited to connect with other authors as well, but most certainly meeting the readers within the community.
And speaking of the community, Anna, there are stories, I understand, for everyone at the book festival. What can families and children and teenagers expect? Because this is something for the entire family, right?
Yeah, this is a book festival for all ages, including children's, teens, tweens, young adults. There are interactive children and teen activities, character artists, life-size games of chess, and then, of course, there's sessions for young adult readers. There's sessions for middle grade readers. The award-winning Matt de la Pena is joining us with his new picture book for, all those little kiddos. I'm also very excited for our sketch off, which is when all of the illustrators gather together and kind of have a competitive live sketching match. And then Magic Theater, the community theater in San Antonio for kids, is putting on a performance for us, which we are very excited about.
I love it. So a lot for people to enjoy out there. And speaking of enjoyment, Cynthia, what do you enjoy when you're meeting fans and fellow writers at an event like this?
It really ranges. I get such wonderful stories that range from people bringing me old copies of books of mine from years past, talking to me about how I've inspired them within what I've written. I've met many people who have said that I've inspired them to become writers as well, and that's always really exciting to meet those individuals. And so it's just a wonderful opportunity to talk about inspiration, creativity, art, and process and craft.
And there's going to be so much at this festival. So Anna, tell us again, when is the festival and where is the book festival?
Book Festival is on Saturday, April 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Central Library of San Antonio and the UTSA Southwest Campus, which is formerly the Southwest School of Art. So it's right in the heart of downtown. And again, it is completely free to attend.
So for viewers wanting to find out more information about this year's book festival, do they have to register or do they have to, I know it's free, but do they have to get an online ticket or how do they go about going?
Absolutely. So you can just show up. Parking, there's plenty of parking around the book festival, and you can find out more at sabookfestival.org. And that's where you're going to learn all about where to park, but there is no registration. You can just show up day of, again, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I love it. So it's an action-packed day, just full of literary things. And Cynthia, what would you tell our viewers to get them to come out to this book festival? I know this is the 13th annual, so this has been happening, and I know that you have the regulars that go to this every single year. But for those who have never experienced this festival, what would you tell them to get them to come out?
Bring the family. There's definitely something for everyone. There's going to be a range of books in all genres for various age groups as well. So bring your families and bring your friends. It's just a great opportunity to get out within the community, to meet local artists as well, and then to meet international artists that the festival is bringing in. And that's super exciting.
And I think, Anna, this is so exciting also just to have, all of the authors and the illustrators and everybody just in one place to be able to enjoy this experience, right?
Absolutely. As Cynthia said, writing is solitary and so is reading. But attending events like this can kind of counterbalance that loneliness because books are most meaningful and most life-affirming when we share them with friends and family, with our neighbors and our colleagues, and at libraries and at book festivals. So, come to the book festival, create a new connection, not only between a fellow reader, but also with writers.
I love it. Well, Anna and Cynthia, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
So much.